just 96,000 runes. So guys, in this tutorial we're playing Elden Ring and I'm going to show you how to get to 140,000 runes and level 40 within the first 25 minutes of playing the game. Let's go. So you've just finished your tutorial. This is the first view of the map and the game. We're going to be heading straight towards the church. And as you can see there on the right hand side actually, there's a golden knight. You want to avoid him at all costs. He's going to absolutely annihilate you at this stage in the game. In fact, throughout this sort of 25-ish minute mission, you want to kind of stay away from NCPs as we complete our tasks. So the first thing we're going to go to is inside this church. There's a grace. You want to hit that grace. Once you've hit that grace, we're going to head north, not too far, and we're going to get a second grace. In case you didn't know, if you're new to the game, you can head towards graces to like cool down if you're being sort of attacked by enemies and you want to stop that attack. But also, yeah, you can use them to fast travel to different parts of the map. If you've already hit a grace in 2 different parts of the map, then you can travel between the 2. So when we hit this grace now, there's going to be a cinematic with a NCP called Melina. She's going to tell you the story about sort of Elden Ring. If you're a first time player, I'd definitely recommend that you watch that. But as I've done this before, I will be skipping it, and we'll continue with the quest.
Have they, sir, but you? I can play turning wood to aid you. You need O to the foot. Then it's settled. Summon me.
So after that, she's going to give you the spectral steed whistle, which you're going to go ahead and equip to your pouch. That way you can access your horse whenever you need to move at a fast pace or get away. But yeah, in this case, it's going to allow us to get around a lot faster. Quickly head down to this tablet. Hit the tablet. It'll show everything on the map in Lingrave. Every time you see these tablets on the map, go ahead and hit them. It'll open up more information on the map for you. Go back to the grace, and you can de-aggro if anybody's sort of chasing you or whatnot. At this point, we're going to open the map. We're going to make 3 marks. Pause the video at any point to make the same 3 marks, and these are kind of rough, but also basically in the right place. But like I said, rewind, pause the video, make these 3 marks. And then you're going to go ahead and fast travel back to the first stage, which is where you started this whole thing in the first place. Once you come out of here, then we're going to be on the horse, heading towards the rock, southwest, where the birds are. They're always there. Head down the rocks there, just follow it around to the left towards that beam of light you can just see there. And make sure you're on the horse at this point, because when you jump off these rocks, if you weren't on the horse, you would have died to full damage. Do a little double jump halfway, and you're going to go over here, and you're going to get a gold pickled foul foot. I always forget the name of that. Head over to the spirit spring, face that big pillar, and it's going to shoot you up in the air. Land on this one, shoot you up in the air, and look at that view. Absolutely stunning game. At this point, just head straight back to the first grace. As point of reference, it's always best to do that. And that's the first marker done. Now we're going to be heading to the second marker on the map. Kind of due east. You can kind of see it all the way over there beaming up. Again, the whole time you're doing this journey, just you can see that at the top of the screen there. You're heading to the second marker. Look, so as long as you're heading in that direction, you'll be fine. But as I always say, stay away from the NCPs for now. You don't need to get into any fights. It's just going to make life a lot easier for you. We're going to be heading towards the water and stay on the sort of border of the water. If I speed up the video at any point, I'll keep the timer on screen so you can see that there's no cuts. Just avoid that battle, by the way. It's got nothing to do with you. You can get involved if you want, but you can always come back to this afterwards. After you completed this mission, you can come back here if you would like. So yeah, we're still heading to that second marker. Keep following towards that mark until you hit this road. Follow the road all the way to the marker, pretty much. There's a ballista down here, which you want to try and avoid. The arrows are quite powerful. You can just dart left and right as they're flying towards you. One of them may or may not hit. But don't panic, you're probably not going to die. If you do, you can just do it again. As I said, dart left and right, and you'll probably get through it, no problem. There you go. So you're heading towards this caravan. There's a chest right next to it. You need to quickly dip in, get into the chest and grab the morning star, which is like a mace. There you go, grab that. It automatically goes into your inventory. Call your horse, get out of there. There's a lot of enemies. You just want to avoid any fights, as I keep on saying. Then you're going to head to the nearest Grace and de-aggro, so there's nobody chasing you any longer. From this Grace then, we're going to fast travel back to Gatefront, which is where we picked up the horse. And this is because we're going to be heading for our third mark. Sorry, I put that in the wrong place there, so you can just readjust at this point. It's kind of level with that Gatefront mark there. I don't know, like an inch or so off the edge of the map there. So just replace that one. That's now in the correct place, roughly. Again, I say roughly, and we're going to be heading towards that now anyway. So we've just fast travelled back to Gatefront, called our noble steed, and now we're going to be heading directly towards that last mark.
Oi, you there? Could you help us out, Cully?
It's east of Gatefront, but honestly, now you've got that mark down, we're going to head in that direction, and we can make adjustments sort of on the way. Again, avoid all NCPs. We're purely going for runes at this point. Sorry, just to the right there's a bridge. You can get across this bridge. If you do this at night time, there's going to be a Black Knight on here, I believe, and he will one-shot you, so just avoid. You can run straight past and keep on running, and you will get away. If you do this at day, though, so you can change the time at a Grace to the daytime, and so if you do this at daytime, he will not be there. It's a night. It only comes out at night. That I keep calling it. I keep going to call it an elf. It's not an elf. That night, the Black Knight. It only comes out at night. Okay, so at this point you can kind of see the marker. Be careful with these rocks as well. Sometimes the backside of them are a lot, a much bigger fall than you expect. There we go. We've just hit the Grace now. So at this point, you can see on the map, there's like a circular shape to the road there. Go ahead and put your third marker right on the tip of that road, and that's exactly where you need to head. Just as point of reference there, you know, there's an easier way to find it. You're going to be looking for a portal over here. It's kind of well hidden, but also not impossible to find. So yeah, we're just coming up on that marker now. This is the build on the right. We're just going to go straight towards the Grace. We're going to hit the Grace. Just to the left of that Grace, you can see a statue. To the right of that statue, that is the gap you want to go through. Just keep heading towards the rocks, the little river, jump in the river, make a little right, and here you're going to see the portal. You're going to go ahead and hit that, travel through to the other side. At this point, we're going to equip the Morning Star. We're also going to put the gold, the pickled foot, next to the flasks, so it's easily accessible. But do not use this at any point. Do not use this as you're going to waste it, and it gives you an extra 30% on your runes for 3 minutes when it is in use. So we're going to be saving that for the big payout at the end of the video. But one last thing as well, when you equip the Morning Star, make sure you double hand the weapon, because at this point your character's not strong enough to hold it with one hand. Okay, we're going to follow the road all the way down. There's going to be a Grace just down here. Okay, we're going to head across the bridge. It's a massive dragon, but it is not fast enough to attack you. So you're going to run straight through its legs and just ignore it completely. And just keep running to the other side of the bridge non-stop. So just keep heading across this bridge. Follow the road around to the right-hand side. And we're going to be heading towards these like giant sort of clay pots, is what I'd describe them as. Again, do your best to avoid all NCPs that you come across. As you can see, the pots here, left and right, just head straight through the middle of them. There's an enemy on the left there, but you just avoid it, just keep running. There's a broken pot just here, look. You're going to head straight towards it, jump up the rocks and make a right. Following the road down. Just keep following this road now. Avoid NCPs. Again, you can pause the game at any point and literally follow the direction I'm going in, step by step. Go straight past the burning ball, just there. Double jump up on top of these rocks. On your left hand side you've got a huge dragon. Don't worry about it, it's not going to do anything to you. Go head up towards its tail end, just jump over this burning wall, follow the wall up slightly and make a left and jump straight back over the wall until you come to the sort of back side of this dragon. Okay. Now this bit's not tricky, but you need to just pay attention. Find a part of the dragon which you can hit and it'll actually take damage. No matter what happens with this dragon, it will not attack you back. Just take your time, even if it screams and shouts. Now it's the green bar, top left. It's your stamina. You're going to go ahead and hit it until your stamina goes down to the bottom. And then wait for it to reload. And then start hitting it again. And you can see the damage. The dragon, it's only hitting 70, 100, 200. Well, every 8 or so hits, you're going to see a massive drop in health. I'll show you it the first time it happens now. There you go, 13,500. So just repeat this process. It's going to do those small damage hits, and then out of nowhere, every now and again, it's going to do a big hit. I'm going to speed this process up. I'll keep the timer on screen so you can obviously see that I haven't made any cuts. But as soon as the dragon's health goes down to yellow, we're going to do something really important here. Okay, so as soon as that health goes into the yellow, we're going to have the golden pickled fowl-foot. So it's just about to happen. There you go. Go ahead, have the fowl-foot. Now you've got 3 minutes so that's going to last. You've got plenty of time to finish off the dragon. So just keep following the same process. Wait for the green stamina to go down. Wait for it to come back up. And keep on hitting. And very shortly you're going to finish off this dragon. It will start moving. That's when you know that it's dead. It's going to shout and holler, but don't panic. It's not going to do anything to you. There you go. And the gold pickled fowl foot as well was still in play there, which is perfect. Because as you're about to see, we just earned 96,000 runes. Absolutely incredible. Now jump on your horse, head straight up towards this building. Go ahead, touch the new grace. At this point we're going to fast travel back to this grace. It might put you in a cinematic whenever you get to this grace, which is going to give the option to go to the round table. But at this stage, we're just going to ignore that again. You'll come back to this later on in the game as you progress through it. But for the time being, you don't need to do that. Okay, so I've just changed the time to morning to avoid that night that we run past earlier on. Gonna jump back on the horse, just follow it right around to the right hand side, keep heading up. Follow it up to this road, hang a left, come back on yourself. Avoid all these enemies, they will literally one shot you, trust me, even though they're small. You've got these poisonous bombs on the floor. Just try and avoid them so you don't get too much poison. You can literally just jump over them. head down here, and then we're going to hit this bridge. Once we get to the other side of the bridge, we're just going to head straight towards that bridge you can see in the distance. So this building that I just showed you just there, at this point is locked, and but there is a way to get in. So if you want to see another video on how to get into that building before you actually get there naturally through progression, let me know and we can make that video for you. At this point we're going to head on the horse. This is like a little side mission. I'm going to show you how to generate some extra runes. So you're going to head down the bottom and a big ball is going to appear. It's going to follow you, so you want to trick it to the side of the mountain, watch it fall off. When it comes down the bottom, 2,000 runes. You can head back up, reset it by hitting the grace, come back down, and you can literally repeat that, get 2,000 runes every time. And so, you know, if you were like 6,000 runes off, like sort of leveling up, you could do that 3 times, get you 6,000 runes. Okay, so just to show you one more time. As you head down, it will appear behind you. It will chase you. You want to trick it to the right towards the edge, and off it goes. And then we get another 2,000 runes. Okay, just head back to the Grace. And we're going to go to nighttime now, because there's going to be a black knight on the bridge, and we're going to head straight towards him. Get him to come towards you. Do not let him hit you, because it is a one shot and you will be dead. So I just wanted to show you what happened if you were to fall off the edge by accident at this point and die. And you think, oh no, I've lost all my runes. Well, you haven't. All you need to do is respawn in the day and your runes will be available to pick up off the side of the mountain just where you died. So you're going to head straight over to where you died. Oh look, there they are, look. So you could just go ahead and then bang, 100,000 runes back in your pocket. So at any point during this mission, if you do get killed, just change it to the day, head back to where you died, and pick up where you left off. Okay, so we've changed it back to night at this point. We're going to be heading towards Black Knight. And we're going to do something similar to what we did last time, only this time we're not going to fall off the edge of the mountain. So just get his attention. You can either hit him, run in front of him. There you go. Right. Just to show you how that works. One hit and you die instantly. So, you know, it's best to avoid the hammer, so to speak. Okay, let's just change it back to... Oh no, leave it on the day. Go over, get your 100k runes again. Jump on the Grace, change it to nighttime, and this time we're going to kill him without even attacking him. We're going to kill him. Okay, so just head on over. Rather than going in front this time, just give a little knock on the backside. There you go. He's going to chase you now. There you go. Head around this corner. Make sure he's following you. There you go. Now head towards the corner of this bridge. Just jump straight over. There you go. And now he can't get over. And he should fall off at this point. Ah, he's slipping. He can't get back up at this point, but You just keep roaming about this little area, and eventually he will just slide off the edge. Make sure you're watching him. If he falls off and you're not watching him, the game thinks it didn't happen and you won't get your reward. So you're watching the area, he's just fallen, there you go. And then because you destroyed him, 42,000 runes. So there you have it. 140,000 runes in 25 minutes. And that's how it's done, guys. You can go back to the Grace at this point, spend all your runes on leveling up, and I think it takes you up to about level 40. So a little look ski. There you go, all of them spent. There you go, and we've gone from level 9, which is the starting level after the sort of introduction to the game, straight up to level 40, which puts you above and beyond where you should be at this point in the game. At that point, you literally just hit the Grace, go back to your start point, and enjoy the game from the start.